that Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigerians are the Northerners, the Fulanis, who busy sponsoring this Boko Haram to destabilize this country, to turn this country to Afghanistan, to turn this country to Iran, to turn this country like Syria, Yemen. And you can see that four Pakistan were arrested in the north yesterday. They came into Nigeria with a mission in the north to research in the north. But this case is another day. Let's go back to the Simon Ekpa issue we are talking about. Simon Ekpa has been silent in Finland. Ever since Simon Ekpa has been silent in Finland, can't you see that there are killing in the southeast? Has killing in the southeast stopped? Before Simon Ekpa was arrested in Finland, ceasing not to communicate with Biafra. You can see that this Fulani headman does not have the audacity to enter into Biafra soil. But ever since this Simon Ekpa had the whole hostage in Finland, now the Fulani headman now hostage. Now Fulani headman now they now move to anywhere in southeast with the collaboration of the governor of Igbo State, who have set millions aside to send these people to Hajj. The governor of Ekpa'S State also have sent 55 million naira to send these Fulani to Hajj. The governor of Enugu State. So when you look at all these things, you will know that Simon Ekpa is not the issue. I've said it time without number. Let's go to Bianca. I said it right from the first day that Bianca to accept this ministerial appointment from Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a trap. That is a trap. That Bianca Ojukwu, the Nigerian government wants to use Bianca Ojukwu to achieve aim, and you can see what is playing on now. How can Ojukwu wife, even if it's not the first wife of Ojukwu, knowing what your husband has done in the struggle to make sure to liberate the Biafra from Nigeria, and what the Nigerian government did to Ojukwu, how can you accept a political appointment from Nigeria? You can see it now that allegedly now that Bianca now is the one that indicted Simon Ekpa in Finland. And here in Nigeria, you see Boko Haram, who are now giving children to their dogs to eat in the north. It's in the newspaper, it's in the public domain. You are not hearing it from my mouth. All these things have been happening in the north. We are saying that even Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is pursuing nnamdikanu, and this Simon Ekpa, have you forgotten that when Buhari was the president of this country, United Arab Emirates named 6 eminent people from the north who is sponsoring Boko Haram, using Burundi change money to sponsor Boko Haram. Up to when Buhari leave office, did Buhari mention their name to Nigeria? Yes, I know. Buhari kept their names. I was expecting that if Tinubu want to fight the insecurity in Nigeria, he would have awaited that issue and call for the name of these people who use Nigeria taxpayers' money to be sponsoring Boko Haram. Don't forget that the Fulani, Buhari, which are referred to Fulani presidents, use Nigerian money because the Fulani will go and buy cheap dollar in the bank, they come and sell it in the black market. That's how they make enough of money during Buhari government to sponsor Boko Haram. Up to now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not talk about that issue. How come it is now nnamdikanu issue? He now said they should start afresh. So that's why I said there's local governors from the southeast who allow this fresh trial of nnamdikanu to be questioned.
If I may ask you, that's why people said before our husband died, our husband has stopped the struggle to embrace one. You are saying that what Simon Ekpa is doing is against the will of the state.
The fact remains that if Ojukwu dropped the struggle, before Ojukwu went into the war in 1967, Ojukwu had an agreement with Awolowo that he is going to fight his people to liberate this country, and Awolowo in the other side to do his own in the southwest here. But along the way, Awolowo, by the agreement they have, he now left only Ojukwu to fight the war. Ojukwu fought this war, he won this war, but he took the British to use Yakubu Gowon from my region, Middle Belt, which is regretted today. As I have ever said to the people who are hearing my opinion, Gowon Yakubu need to apologize to the Igbos for millions of Biafra that has been killed because he allowed himself, British, to use him to fight for that Biafra war. Now, if Yoruba nation will have go in 1967, Biafra go, I will have tell you that Africa will have been one of the best continents in the world. Yes. But the British knew that if they allow Biafra to go, it will stop them. And thank God for nnamdikanu, the gospel he has been preaching over 10 years ago about the Islamization agenda of Fulani, about this land grabbing, how they want to take over Nigeria, is what is happening today. The message of nnamdikanu was what awake Abraham Traore in Burkina Faso. And you can see what Abraham Traore now is doing in Burkina Faso, whereby he is making Macron to run katakiti to Donald Trump for Donald Trump to rescue him. As I speak to you now, African countries now are boycotting Ekpa'S because they have paid their primary responsibility. Knowing fully that the man who is the president of this nation, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is still the one that is heading Ekpa'S. Today, how many African countries have left Ekpa'S? Mali have left, Niger have left, Burkina Faso have left. One other country, and we are heading Cote d'Ivoire too now, are almost existing for Ekpa'S. Is to tell you that they have failed in Africa, and that's why you can see Macron right now. Algeria have cut away from France. All the other countries in Africa, Francophone countries in Africa right now, they are cutting away, and you can look at France now are helpless. Let me tell you, if Nigeria would have listened to nnamdikanu message since 10 years ago, all those France, British, they will have been coming to Africa to come and serve us, not we going to over there to serve them.
Simon Ekpa is in court today, and he said he has evidence. He said he has evidence to show that the Nigerian government are buying people, and that women, you think that is why the Nigerian government is saying that Simon Ekpa trial should not be public, that it should be done behind closed door.
Why the Nigerian government are saying that the trial of Simon Ekpa should be public? Because Nigeria should not be public. Is that Nigeria don't have any case with Simon Ekpa? Because they don't have any case with Simon Ekpa. If you say Simon Ekpa is causing violence from Finland, it's a threat to Nigeria. That means Nigeria government has said their duty. Because the duty of the government is to protect life and property. So because the Southeast governors cannot protect life and property, a man from Finland is now giving order from Finland. That's why I keep saying it on my video, that the governor of the Southeast should bury their face in shame. How can a one man in Finland giving an order in Finland and they obey, whereby every Monday banks are not open, schools are not open, people are not going to market? If I am Igbo man and I have the power, I will have pursued the whole 5 governors of the South. I will have pursued them away. Let me tell you that the Southeast governor has failed. It is not, the blame is not for Simon Ekpa. In Southwest here we find ourselves. When these Fulani men are threatening Nigeria sovereignty, the Southwest governor here, they came together. They formed a security outfit, which is called Amotefu. Amotefu is the one that is confronting the Fulani headquarters. In security, one security outfit, they are in Lagos, they are in Ogun, they are in Osun, they are in Ondo, they are in Oyo State. Go to Southeast. Who told you that, oh, when nnamdikanu formed ESN? If not for the help of nnamdikanu that formed ESN, Southeast will have been another disarray like Benue, like Plateau, like Taraba, like that as we speak. After they have arrested nnamdikanu and Simon Ekpa, what stopped the Southeast governor to come together and arrange one security outfit that will fight for the benefit of the Southeast? Is to tell you that these people are being planted by Fulani. I have told you that not every Igbo man that bear Okafo, that bear Ikechukwu, that bear Hope, that bear Ugodima, that bear Chasoludo, that is Igbo. Most of them, Igbo blood is not flowing from them. Oh, yes. Fulani men, they are. During the Biafra war in 1960, many Fulani soldiers that went to Biafra land to fight Biafra, they impregnated Igbo women. And I thought, most of them are the governors you are seeing, the senators. Now, in Igbo culture, when you pregnanted your Igbo girl, you did not pay dowry. Automatically, the son that the girl will give birth to will bear the family name of the girl. And that's why you are seeing that they are bearing Charles, they are bearing Osoludo, they are bearing Uzodima, they are bearing anything. The blood of Fulani run in their veins. How will you explain to me that a Southeast governor will use the 20 billion to send himself to Mecca? 99.5% of people, they are Christians. Unfortunately, in the north, where a governor in the north is sending Christians to Jerusalem to go and pray, it's not done. Now, where is, as I round up, where is Opuzodima? Who sold Imo State to Fulani? Who sold Imo State as a staff? Under Rochas Okocha, I'm sorry. Rochas Okocha was the one who planted mosques in Imo government house. Then you now ask yourself, what hope Rochas Okocha to plant mosques in Imo State, whereby 99% of Imo State are Christians? It's for you to see the agenda, but it gladdened my heart today. Rochas Okocha is nowhere to be found. These are people who sold Southeast, all in the name of APC. They want to bring Buhari, but today it's reaping for what is sold. As I have said about those governors in the Southeast today, that is selling their people out because they want to be a governor 8 years. They want to become senator. They should know that there is a kappa. Look at Ekpa'S. In all the role he played against nnamdikanu, whether good or bad, I'm not the one to justify it. It's already dead. But many Igbos know the role this man played in the case of this nnamdikanu kidnapping from Kenya. The millions he has made, anything he has made today, did he go with anyone? As I speak to you, the grandchildren, the children, they will suffer. They will suffer of everything he has done. So we are watching. The best man in the Southeast today is still the man nnamdikanu. Whether they allow him to go, they did not allow him to go. nnamdikanu have written his name in gold in the Southeast. Thank you for that.
Biafra embassy in US is opening today. This is
Washington DC.
Mrs. Ngozi Orabueze. I'm talking about
Dr. Ngozi Orabueze.
Okay, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze
Yes.
opening the US embassy today. And you have seen many goals, as they said, they are expecting Donald Trump to also open the office of the Biafra
the occasion.
embassy. Unbelievable. Many people are now taking the Biafra just serious. Like they cannot have an embassy in US, it means that they are legitimate and they are organization that should not be toyed with. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, and drop your comments. Click the like button, like this video, and also share with others. Biafran evangelists, we are seeing the inauguration of the Biafran embassy in Washington DC. According to them, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. What can you say about this?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember humble self, one and the only Biafran evangelist. Are you hearing me? I want to appreciate the Lord God Almighty, the Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who have been on the side of the Igbo, the Biafrans, from the onset. You know, when Nigeria tried to stop us in this way, God will open another way. When Nigeria comes this side, God will show us the other way. Glory be to God today that we have somebody like Ngozi, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. You know, a man-woman. I call her a man-woman. She is a man, but you know, appears in the form of a woman, woman. That is what she is. What people could not do, those that claim to be men, what they could not do is what she has done, and that is what she's unveiling today. You know, the Biafran embassy in the front of the same place opposite Washington DC, the main office. The main office, the Biafran embassy, is being unveiled today, will be unveiling today in the United States of America. And that has been a kudos to her, a credit to her. And that is what makes somebody like me to speak and to be talking. And I will continue to talk good about her because of her good jobs, because of what? On her unwavering, mindset, unwavering attitude, because of the love she had and which she has, contribute and she has portrayed concerning the struggle.
But now the Anusi remain the leader of them, the Biafran movement.
Of course, yes, now yes. We still have a leader, and we never despise her. Neither did she despise nnamdikanu. She has been always saying it that our leader nnamdikanu. She has been always saying that, and she equally recognized Simon Ekpa too. She never despised them.
she never discredited them, you know, because she was working under their platform, under the foundation which they have laid ahead, and that was what she was operating with. You understand me? So glory be to God, because today is going to be, you know, a day to reckon with, a day that cannot be easily forgotten. You know, Donald Trump, as you can see, you know, she was the one that Donald Trump invited during Donald Trump inauguration. Remember, on the 20th of January 2025, she was there live, and you and I watched it in America. So today, Donald Trump, you know, was it not last month that Ngozi Orabe's friend, Messi, somebody Messi, that Donald Trump, you know, employed as one of the science whatsoever in terms of security. You understand? So the woman have been paving ways, following those that are that have what it takes in terms of leadership, the quality in leadership, and you can see her part playing, surfacing in the leadership of Donald Trump. And today, being the most, you know, remembrance day, you know, we are marking today as you know, the foreign days of our heroes, and at the same time unveiling the embassy in the United States of America. So all over the world today is all about Biafra. All over the world, all over the world is all about Biafra. Simon Ekpa going to the court today. In America, we are, you know, unveiling our what? Our embassy. Then in Nigeria here, in the Biafra land, we are observing sit at home for our foreign heroes. Are you not seeing it? All over the world, it is called a Biafra Day. It's all about Biafra. No other thing rather than Biafra.
Now, Biafra evangelists, we have seen, for example, many Igbo politicians have refused to support this Biafra movement. I people have said that you need rich men like Catalonia, Barcelona. We know that they are in Spain, and the rich men are supporting the agitation. Why can't Igbo politicians or rich men support, or why are they not supporting the Biafra agitation?
You should understand one thing. A black man, he remains a black man, because they always have a black mentality. And having said this, they always have a low mentality. And that is why the Oyibos are looking down on the blacks. Do you understand me? Look at in 1944. Are you hearing me? After the Second World War, that the Africans who fought for France, some of them stood up and asked the French government to do what? To pay them the same money that they are paying the French citizens. What happened? The same French people collide and assassinate all of them. You understand? And what they are using to develop their country, they are getting it from here. And they kept us undeveloped because they don't want us to wise up just like them. They don't want us to wake up just like them. They don't want us, because they know if we should wise up and wake up, they know that we will go far more than them. Who tell you that the Kenchas will not seek for visa to come Africa and be unhappily, you know, with the dancing and sharing testimony in England that is coming to a country called in Africa called Biafra? But all these things are the things that they don't want. Initially, in the 60s, in the 70s, are you getting me? All these Europeans, all these Oyibos are begging Africans to come to their country without visa, without anything. They are begging us because our money, as at that time, I like it was, you know, better, heavier than their own currency. You see the politics that they use to enter our politicians, to root our money and to use what we're supposed to use to develop our country. They are using it to do what? To develop their own and allow ourselves to remain underdeveloped. And they are, you know, siphoning the mentality of